Chad rebels advance to about 220 kilometers away from its capital N'Djamena. Will French President Macron rescue the authoritarian Chadian President Idriss Deby, who has been ruling the country for over 30 years now? As rebels from the group called Union of Forces of Resistance (UFAR) advance towards the Chadian capital N'Djamena, thousands of civilians are fleeing the fighting and crossing the border into Cameroon. Because of this insecurity, the United States has ordered its non-essential staff in Chad to leave the African country, as rebel fighters approach the capital on Sunday. Early election results is showing that President Idriss Deby is on course to extend his three-decade authoritarian rule. Idriss Deby seized power in 1990 at the head of an armed rebellion movement. He is a key Western ally in fighting against Islamic militants in the region. France has a 4,500-man strong anti-terror force in Chadian capital N'Djamena. In February 2019, French fighter jets conducted airstrikes against rebels in northeastern Chad for 3 consecutive days, after a rebel convoy of about 50 pickup trucks crossed from Libya into Chadian territory, and unsuccessfully Chadian airstrikes had attempted to stop them a few days before. Airstrikes, conducted by French Mirage 2000 fighter jets, were conducted on the 5th and the 6th of February 2019, according to the French army, destroying about 20 pickup trucks. According to sources from Wikipedia, human rights in Chad have been described as poor. For example, Freedom House has designated the country as not free. Chad received a score of 7 for political rights and 6 for civil liberties, with 1 being the most free, 7 being the least free. According to the US State Department, the government's poor human rights record deteriorated further during the year. Security forces committed numerous serious human rights abuses. Among the abuses listed were extrajudicial killings, beatings, torture, and rape by security forces, limits on freedom of speech and the press and freedom of assembly, arbitrary arrest and detention, and widespread corruption. Security forces commit these and other abuses with near total impunity. Amnesty International has reported that the widespread insecurity in eastern Chad had particularly severe consequences for women, who suffered grave human rights abuses, including rape, during attacks on villages by Janjaweed militia from Sudan. Women face widespread discrimination and violence. Female genital mutilation, while technically illegal, is still widely practiced. Harassment of journalists and human rights activists has also been documented, as well as the use of child soldiers by Chadian security forces, by various human rights groups. Transparency International has ranked Chad as one of the most corrupt nations in the world. In 2007, it scored 1.8 out of 10 on the Corruption Perceptions Index, with 10 being the least corrupt. Only Tonga, Uzbekistan, Haiti, Iraq, Myanmar, and Somalia scored lower. Critics of President Idriss Deby have accused him of cronyism and favoring his own tribe. Deby's re-election in May 2006, in which he won a third term, was boycotted by the opposition, who denounced the results as fraudulent. The previous election, in 2001, was similarly viewed as fraudulent by the opposition parties, although a team of foreign observers said that polling had taken place without major problems or intimidation.